Someday, I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying, like tomorrow was a gift, and you had eternity to think about what to do with it. What would you do with it? End quote. Sung by Tim McGraw, written by Tim Nichols and Craig Wiseman. That's a quote from the song, Live Like You Were Dying. Each day is sacred. What you do with your life is a decision we all too often take for granted, but it is also a gift that can be taken away without any warning or notice. The song quoted, Live Like You Were Dying, is about a middle-aged man who finds out he doesn't have long to live. Finding out his life would be cut short changed his perspective, making him more contemplative and grateful. It shows us that you have to live every day with enthusiasm and do what you love, because life could be taken from you with a moment's notice. Each day is a present that is given to you, wrapped up and filled with opportunity, a promise. Use each one of those gifts to your full advantage, living each moment doing what you love with enthusiasm. The path to accepting every day as a gift and living like you're dying is this. 1. Love everything you do. If you can't wake up most days excited for the day in front of you, think about either changing what you do or changing your outlook on it. 2. Whatever you do it with enthusiasm. Life is like a game of cards. If you do it with apathy, ignoring the rules of the game, and playing your hand listlessly, you don't have any chance of being upset by the outcome, because you haven't put any of yourself into it. But you don't have any chance of gaining real happiness or excitement from that game of cards. Play your life with engagement. Put all of yourself into what you do so you can reap the rewards. 3. Don't accept monotony, tedium. Monotony is the product of apathy, indifference, and routine, and nothing real can be forged from a monotonous life. 4. When you do what you love with eagerness and scorn lethargy, you're rewarded by your own happiness, along with everything around you, which is positively affected by your engagement and excitement for life. These ideas are complemented by historian Arnold J. Toynbee. Quote, apathy can be overcome by enthusiasm, and enthusiasm can only be aroused by 2 things. First, an ideal, which takes the imagination by storm, and second, a definite, intelligible plan for carrying that ideal into practice. End quote. There is absolutely no way to perceive every day as a gift when monotony and languor are present. Boredom with life is how apathy is bred. Monotony can sneak up and smother, stifle engagement, just as sleep sneaks toward a studier, eyelids closing by their own hand, so slowly it's imperceptible. A life in which apathy rules cannot be rewarding or engaging, and when you look back on your life, what do you want to remember? Do you want to look at a pool of murky water, with each day running together and congealing because of the homogeny of your life? Or would you rather see a pointillist painting by George Seurat, each dot of color, a discrete day, that you recognized as worthy to create a whole, a work of art? Poet Bliss Carman agrees with the perils of indifference. Quote, indifference may not wreck a man's life at any one turn, but it will destroy him with a kind of dry rot in the long run. End quote. Every day, I wake up excited about something, and I try to wake up excited about everything ahead of me, waiting to be unwrapped and discovered. Maybe we get to go over a poem that I love in Latin class, learning the word in Latin for man-whore. It's moeca. Am I really pumped about the opening statement I just wrote for mock trial? Do I get to go volunteer at Therapeutic Riding of Tucson and watch a developmentally challenged little girl be excited about riding a horse? Maybe I'm just excited about riding my own horse, seeing my friends, engaging in discussions, wearing a new dress, or listening to my favorite song. We're high schoolers, so our weeks tend to be routine-based with school and activities. But even though my life has a routine, I'm honestly happy and excited for everything I'm doing. And there's where monotony gets curtailed. Routine mixed with monotony routine mixed with apathy is a monotonous life. But routine, when you're doing what you love, is a happy life. In a community, when one person lives a life about which they're happy, they can influence others positively to be engaged in their life and do what they love every day. The route to happiness has to do with gratitude for each day in your life and recognizing the value of each moment in life. Do you remember that feeling at Christmas when you were little, at probably around 6 a.m., shaking your parents out of bed because your presents were waiting? Your stomach popping with excitement, like you ate delayed reaction Pop Rocks? Try to feel like that every day. As you awaken each day, view the day ahead as the wrapped present for which you're the most excited. The box is actually bigger than you are, and the one that requires strategy to see where to rip it open. Rip that box open every day and be engaged, captivated, happy in everything you do. Horace Greeley said, quote, "Apathy is a sort of living oblivion," end quote. What you have, the gift of a day, and free will to act on each day, is the most valuable thing imaginable. Instead of clouding, ruining, staining that perfect gift by succumbing to monotony, use it well. Use it in a way that other people can't. And make the gift of each day worth what it is. Aldous Huxley said pessimistically, quote, "Most human beings have an almost infinite capacity for taking things for granted," end quote. Shatter that mold, and don't take the gift of life for granted by wasting it. Love every day and live every single day. Though I don't wish that anyone finds that they have a short time to live, I do wish that everyone acted like they did. Attack open that wrapping paper with the self-control of a week-old puppy.